Today we're reacting to the deserved end of Adam 22. Man, it's been a minute since we had an Adam video on here. He definitely has disappeared. I have not seen nothing. He's been out of like any situation. He's just trying to sit back, play his game while his wife gets demolished by some African-American fellow. That being said, man, y'all pull up to the Twitch tonight. We're gonna be streaming at 5 o'clock and having a good time. Gonna be reacting game with the boys, Don and Berto, bruh. So it's gonna be a good time. Make sure y'all pull up.
No Jumper is Going Broke is the title of a video recently posted by Adam22 to his nearly 5 million subscriber YouTube channel, No Jumper.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke.
With comments on the video such as, selling your wife and still going broke is crazy, it's nobody else's problem that you managed your business improperly, and don't forget you sold your soul for no reason, it's clear that no one has any sympathy left for.
Bro, 1 second, bro. Imagine, y'all. Imagine a show. However this got pitched, I don't know. But let's just break the scene down like this. You're talking amongst your group of people about how, you know, man, we got to figure out how to get some money. We got to figure out a situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? What can we do that can really elevate and go crazy? And your wife comes around in the corner and she says, I have a great idea. Let's do like a love show. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. You know, we get some women, we get some guys. No. 10, 11 corn stars. You know, that's on brand with what we do. Okay, all right, I see you. All right, what else? Lena. What? No, Lena. What's her name? I forgot her name. I'm over here thinking about Travis Hunter. Oh, what's her name? Wait, it start with an L though. Anyway, yeah, for sure. What else? And then they fight to have relations with me. What? What? But also, she came up with this on the fly. Also, you also have relations with me, but it's a threesome. You see what I'm saying? Oh, okay, yeah. And everybody else quiet as fuck in the room. That's how that happened.
Adam22, and it's for good reason. Adam22 can't help but make a fool out of himself for any amount of attention or views. From artificially manufacturing controversy to reclaiming his legendary cuck status a second time, Adam is desperately trying to go viral by any means necessary.
That's what I'm saying, because I was just thinking like, oh, you might get to eat her today, and then I was like, well, you probably ain't going to eat it after I eat it. I definitely ain't going to eat it after you eat it.
That's what I'm saying.
It sucks you chose two very, very hetero guys to do this
Unfortunately,
very heterosexual.
for Adam, it doesn't seem like any of those options went as well as he'd hoped.
But I honestly spent pretty much all of my time trying to create as much content as possible with No Jumper, and I can't really justify doing so unless the fundamentals of the business make sense.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the degrading and degenerate developments in the life of Adam22, as well as examine how he sold what was left of his reputation and business for an extra 5 minutes of fame. For a super quick recap, Adam22 is best known for founding and hosting the hip-hop podcast No Jumper. The podcast rose to prominence in the late 2010s by interviewing upcoming artists and pop culture personalities in a very relatable fashion. From introspective conversations with legendary rappers like XXXTentacion to behind-the-scenes coverage of exclusive concerts, the No Jumper brand consistently gave fans a slice of the hip-hop experience, and they loved every second of it. Unfortunately, that success would only last for so long. As the year went by, the focus of the No Jumper brand shifted from creating worthwhile hip-hop content and more towards creating viral moments on the podcast.
You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom.
During the time when they were doing the, like, I remember, bro, when they were during that time, again, like 2016 time, where in, like, you know, you had Juice and X coming up, like those and Chief Keef, like those interviews, No Jumper. I'd imagine as an artist, you got the No Jumper interview, you were probably like, yep, it's time. Like you used to like, I remember when I wanted to be a rapper back then, I wanted to be on a No Jumper interview so bad now, bro. Oh my gosh, I want to be on one so bad.
He's been going through the health shit. You talking about the person that raised me, that birthed me, my best friend that died? Oh, just he's been going through the mom.
But are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when
You're
I fucking
disrespectful as
I paid for the
First of all-
funeral as soon as it happened just because.
Loud outbursts, physical confrontations between hosts and guests,
Okay.
and the general inclination for degenerate activities gradually destroyed the reputation of the podcast. It didn't help that Adam was actively destroying his own reputation with actions like firing hosts during live streams.
It's gonna take you providing the entire Discord chat and pointing out line by line things that you didn't say that I'm being told by
I can
multiple
show
people that
the-
you did say.
I can show you the entire chat. I didn't say that shit.
I
Fire
honestly
and the
think, at
nigga
least for
on
now,
camera.
Maybe we can come to the bottom of this at some point, but it's probably better that you just leave.
All right, man.
Thank you.
As well as going on a media tour to promote a corn video of his wife with another man.
I feel like it's kind of allowed me to even just embrace the fact that, like, yeah, in prior situations, even with you, I've girls with one of my friends, and that was okay. But because it's a girl who I don't have a real relationship with, but
Wait, run that back. Run that back.
I feel
Going on a media tour to promote a corn video of his wife with another man.
like it's kind of allowed me to even just embrace the fact that, like, yeah, in prior situations, even with you, I've girls with one of my friends, and that was okay. But because it's a girl who I don't have a real relationship with, but now I'm kind of like, well, why the do I care? Especially as a person, you know, it's like, why would it be such a big deal if I enjoy it with a girl that I don't give a about? What is the point of me not doing that with the girl that I'm married to?
What?
It's not like an inherently degrading or disrespectful
She
thing.
don't even know
All
what
of
the
these events
fuck.
culminated in not just the decline of the No Jumper podcast, but Adam also getting labeled as the biggest cuck on the internet. However, despite his reputation and business being in the gutter, Adam is still doubling down on the degenerate behavior that got him there in the first place. From 2023 to the start of 2024, Adam made several desperate attempts at reigniting interest in the No Jumper brand. The first and most disgusting was starting the game show For the Love of Lena. The entire premise of the show was to
Lena.
find another adult film star who was going to sleep with his wife next. The only twist this time was that Adam would be there to watch.
Hi, I'm Lena the Plug. I am an adult creator.
My name is Adam22, and I co-own Plug Talk with my lovely wife. We interview a different girl every week.
And then we them at the end. But
What?
We've only ever done it with other women.
So we've arranged this whole challenge to find the perfect guy to be our first ever boy-boy-girl threesome.
Cheers!
Lena, I came ready to You wanna do a dance off?
Oh yeah, I would love to see a dance off.
RP that man right there. Bruh, I remember when this dropped and I was reacting to it, I couldn't be like, you couldn't even really find these hoes. Like, they were like in a tuck. You couldn't even really find them.
Telling me this guy does.
When that didn't bring in the notoriety he wanted, Adam moved to pretending that he was going to come out as gay. The primary way he was doing this was by dropping hints that he'd
Bro, what are these tactics? What are these tactics? There's so many other ways you could get with a content guy. You could, all these plugs you have with people that are winning. You have a conversation. Fuck, you call if you were just any bit of somewhat of, I guess, of a real nigga, and maybe if you could talk to fucking you. Hasn't he done a Kai Cenat interview, a Phantom interview? Maybe you get talk to DDG. What do you guys think that I could do to churn my shit around? Like, can I consult with you guys? How much is a consultation? This nigga is like, okay, I'm back gay. I'm gonna let niggas fuck my girl. Y'all ain't fucking with this? Why not?
be filming a scene with the adult actor Michael Doherty.
Michael Doerr.
What you doing, bro?
Taking things a step further, Adam staged a sus phone call with Michael during the podcast episode.
I'm getting a phone call from a number I don't have listed, and I feel like it might be T-Row.
Let's see.
Hey babe, are we still doing dinner tonight?
And there's the niggas.
No. Wait.
Sounds kind of like
That sounds like a tranny. Dead homies. Like, my bad, bro.
Are we doing dinner tonight?
That was the wrong number.
Whoa, Joy! You
I thought it was gonna be something.
one mic for one mic. Hey, for you running that way? You go that way?
That was. Nah, that was somebody else. Sorry.
I gotta meet some of you ladies. You got a lot of them.
Not long after, Adam appeared on the show wearing some questionable undergarments.
That's what the
And this boy Flocka on here.
Trying to say,
Makes me say,
yo, Adam, what's up with my boy?
What it do?
What's up, dog?
Respect this man.
You got the Weezer shirt on? Bro, hold on.
This is a joke to make with a bunch of grown men. This is the joke he wanted to make with a bunch of grown men. Mind you, this nigga's, how old is this nigga?
What you just got done doing, bro?
The Weezer shirt, huh?
Yo, down on camera. You selling crack? What the going on?
By the time Adam had fully gained everyone's attention, he made this announcement on Instagram. I'm proud to announce my first ever gay scene.
What? When did this happen? It doesn't matter. I don't even remember.
Many years, I have dreamed of what it would be like to shoot with one of the bros, and I decided to stop holding back and live my truth. I know some of you won't like this.
Mind you, you have a wife during all this. Your wife is seeing you go outside like this and do things like this. And she's like, why are you? Your wife is seeing this. She been fucking other niggas on something like, yeah. She been fucking other niggas.
This decision, but I hope you will choose to respect my choice. Big thanks to my scene partner at It's Michael Doherty for letting me tear that ass up. Can't wait for y'all to see this content. While Adam never went through with that announcement, he did upload a video titled, I Convinced the World That I'm Gay, in which he bragged about being able to manipulate everyone on the internet.
Today.
Whoa, that's so crazy. That was like you tricked everybody into thinking that. Whoa, man, that's so crazy. How were you able to trick everybody by doing that? This wasn't no big crazy scheme. This wasn't impressive. Anybody could come out here and tell somebody that and make niggas think, oh, damn, well, I mean, he did come out and say that. What?
On something new and exciting, I am going to be attempting to troll the world into believing that I am a homosexual. Now, the problem is, I am not a homosexual. In fact, I'm straight as an arrow. But I'm gonna fool the world, and it's gonna be hilarious. First step today, I'm taking a photo with a gay corn star. That's right. I'm gonna go down the street and take a photo of myself walking the dog with Jack Doherty's gay star.
Jack Doherty. So I was like, damn, what's the coincidence of another nigga named Doherty? But his brother is gay. He's actually a gay corn star. Their whole family is
our brother. And I'm gonna have somebody film it, and we're gonna leak the footage and try to get some kind of like news hype cycle going. Am I gonna regret this? It's possible.
Following this, Adam shared the behind the scenes of his sus phone call on stream.
Okay, now it's Saturday. Yesterday I was on live stream and I had the gay dude. I had him call in and I pretended it was gonna be somebody else, like it was a number I didn't have saved, and he said some gay shit. I seen a few people in the No Jumper Reddit talking about this and stuff, but it doesn't seem like people are really going for it. But the clip we filmed yesterday, I guess that my PR team was sending it to a couple of meme pages, but they couldn't get it posted. Like nobody was really biting, so I sent it to a dude that I know. Get in on this, help me to make this a thing. So he posted it, wrote his own caption. You know, in a perfect world, I would probably get like 3, 4, 5 viral gay things going on as part of this.
What does this do? What does this do for you? What does this do? What more money? What does this do?
I realize I'm a part of the hip hop community, and a lot of people probably think this is like the craziest thing I've ever done because there's a lack of open-mindedness in hip hop, but we're gonna change that by pretending to be gay.
With his April Fool's prank underway, Adam was striving for any form of virality or acknowledgement from viewers, but unfortunately, he wouldn't get the reaction that he was expecting. The major takeaway from this video wasn't that Adam was pretending all along, but that he thought he could directly manipulate people into making him go viral. Maybe his previous moments in the spotlight tricked Adam into thinking he could catch lightning in a bottle the second time. Sadly, Adam's master plan was nowhere near close to fooling anyone, and viewers made sure he knew that, with comments that read, "Everyone knew this was a bad April Fool's joke. Guy done sold his mind, his soul, his wife, his manhood. Help this brother." As well as, "Bro really did all of this for 50k views max." By the end of the year, none of Adam's attempts at manufacturing controversy or discourse translated into
And you look stupid. To straight niggas and gay niggas.
significant viewership for the No Jumper brand. However, going into 2025, Adam would make some real moves to turn everyone against him while simultaneously lining his pockets. On the 18th of February 2025, Adam announced on Twitter that he'd be entering the crypto space with a token later known as Cuckcoin, and desperately tried to get fans to buy into it.
It's Adam 22, and I am coming to the crypto world, dropping my first ever meme coin. So make sure you stay tapped in. It's dropping on Solana ASAP.
Within hours of the coin going live, its trading volume spiked and immediately crashed to almost nothing, as insiders dumped the token on fans moments later. Around this time, CoffeeZilla made a tweet calling Adam out for his vile behavior, and released a few DMs that showed how little he cared about robbing his audience. Reading, "Real talk, you shouldn't run a coin. It's lame and you're gonna scam or get scammed." To which Adam replied with, "How else am I gonna afford all this galaxy gas?" When CoffeeZilla pointed out the imminent danger of snipers taking advantage of the launch, Adam didn't seem all too bothered, as he'd already gotten paid to promote the coin. Reading, "I don't care, I just got paid to do the tweet, I got nothing to do with it." Adam would even go as far as justifying his actions with the excuse that other celebrities were doing it. Reading, "No idea, I just did it because Moneybag Yo, DaBaby, and Kodak are doing it." What made the entire situation even more disgusting was how Adam pretended to care about scamming his audience afterwards. Reading, "I'm not happy with how my last meme coin drop went. What should I do differently next time? Who should I partner with to make sure I do it right this time?" The very same day, Adam discussed the Cuckcoin fiasco on his podcast and tried to empathize with fans, although he made sure to deflect any responsibility for the money they lost.
I was scammed.
You're scammed?
Listen, someone told me that they had a bag for me to promote a crypto token.
This is all part of the setup. This is all part. Look, listen. All you got to do is go in there and say you have nothing to do with it, bro. We're gonna fuck these niggas over. You feel me? But you just got to go in there and however you want to save face, you can save face. We're not gonna come out and say nothing. You feel me? We'll sign this and say we won't, whatever that looks like. But come on, bro. Come on.
I guess I didn't process initially that it was going to be perceived as
this nigga's vile, bro.
Starting a crypto token. When it was proposed to me, they told me Moneybag Yo just did this. He didn't have any significant amount of backlash. DaBaby just did this. He didn't have any significant amount of backlash. Here's a couple other rappers that are set to do this in the next couple days. I take the payment. Then I look at the text that they want me to post. And I think that it was a little bit outside of the realm of what I should have posted. I think I should have made it more clear that this was merely a project that in my heart of hearts, as a non-crypto guy, I was excited about. I think I should have made it more clear that this was not something that I had that I had created out of thin air. I didn't realize, I guess in so many words what I'm saying, I didn't realize it was going to be labeled the Cuck token.
How dumb did Adam think his fans were? He took money to promote a token he didn't fully understand, and it ended up costing his viewers hundreds of thousands of dollars. What part of that?
But then I gotta talk a little shit about his viewers. To sit here and believe and invest in something called Cuckcoin with Adam's name on it and him telling you to go in there and purchase some of that shit. Backed by nothing, no research done, just because Adam 22 told you to go do that. It shows the influence that influencers can have. You know what I'm saying? But always do your own research, regardless of who the fuck.
That isn't his fault. Did he genuinely expect people to let him off the hook because he didn't know what the developer planned to do with the coin? Well, Adam did expect them to overlook it and to forgive him when he launches another token.
CoffeeZilla helped me to understand where I may have gone wrong with this whole thing. Now, that being said, dropping in the very near future, there will be a newly revamped 22 token that will right the wrongs of everything that has happened in regards to my other tokens. So I do feel like, as much as this may have been a bad experience for some people, that I will certainly right that wrong with my next meme token. And also, this is part of it too. You really you get the feeling that somebody like me, that this, if people lost money on it, that it was solely speculators, people who are speculating.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like something, like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like anybody who's in the No Jumper fan base, who knows me, who knows what I'm doing with my life, knows not terribly interested in crypto. And as a result, I do feel like this is something that probably primarily impacted people who are outside of my fan base, who are just looking to get a quick payday. I feel like the No Jumper fan base is 99% crypto illiterate.
They're not going to Adam 22 for their financial advice.
They know about lean. They know about yerkies. They know about probably gooning out, beating their meat for hours at a time. I don't think that they are crypto spectators. Now, I did learn in the process of doing this that there are a fair number of people that I know who are involved in this sort of thing. I had porn stars I haven't talked to in years, BMX homies, etc., hitting me up saying, hey, let me get that CA in advance. I think that's probably crypto address. I don't really even know. But I was a little bit surprised by that. And that's why the next Adam 22 token will be such a work of art and built on such incredible fundamentals. I plan to put something into the market that even CoffeeZilla himself will almost certainly want to invest in.
It was clear that Adam thought his audience was stupid enough to believe
that they were some fucking idiots. He does not fuck with his people. Period.
Bald-faced lie. And in turn, they thought of him as a scumbag scammer with zero accountability. With a comment reading, Adam thought nobody's gonna care, meaning he partially knew there was some controversy to this. He knew what he was doing and hoped it wouldn't go bad. Now he's trying to weather the storm. It's insane to be a millionaire, a dad, a full-grown adult, and lie this childishly. Adam has no issue causing his audience financial pain.
Yeah, he don't have no like heart to heart, no like real feeling for his audience. He doesn't see his audience as like he don't got love for his people.
He's in the same position, he expects them to help. By the 2nd of April 2025, Adam uploaded a video titled No Jumper is Going Broke, in which he shares some troubling aspects of the brand's finances and operating difficulties.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more.
In addition to No Jumper's revenue declining, Adam explained that No Jumper's Instagram account was mysteriously taken down.
Well, all that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced 2 major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight.
While simultaneously facing an expensive lawsuit from a former...
This right here is definitely some energetic shit. This is some like, oh, I did this much wrong, and I'm kind of just receiving what it is that I'm receiving what it is that I dished out.
Former employee.
In addition to that, we have been hit with a bull lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt but it still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow, that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit.
Even though the business was going through turbulent times, it seemed like Adam was taking reasonable measures to keep business up and running.
Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees in an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible. We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of these changes. I've realized that I should have paid more attention to DJ Vlad and kept my overhead as low as possible, particularly in terms of staff and location. I'm confident that once we get the building sold, we'll be in a pretty solid financial position again as a business. Oh, and I also just want to note that I am talking about No Jumper as a business. I've got another business in the form of Plug Talk, and I've got a pretty decent investment portfolio on a personal level. I mean, shit, I'm not $2 million in debt, and I never had to file for bankruptcy like T-Rel. But I honestly spend pretty much all of my time trying to create as much content as possible with No Jumper, and I can't really
even in the fall of doing bitches
really justify doing so unless the fundamentals of the business make sense.
Despite his personal financial success, Adam didn't want to shoulder the burden of getting No Jumper back on its feet alone, and expected fans to help him pick up the tab.
So I know you're thinking, what can you do to help? Well, I do have some ideas, which I'll sort into 3 categories here.
I don't think any nigga was thinking, how can I save No Jumper? I don't think any nigga was.
Free, cheap, and generous. Free. Obviously, I'm infinitely thankful to anyone who watches our content at all, follows us on the @NoJumperLA Instagram, and in particular, those of you who drop likes and comments on our videos and Instagram posts. In the long run, that stuff is super helpful. Cheap. We are really trying to get serious about embracing our members here on YouTube. For $5 a month, we've got a ton of awesome benefits, including being able to watch all of our interviews free of censorship and bleeped words before they're released to the public. Members only chat for all of our live stream content, and we're just going to be prioritizing a lot of our most requested content and trying to do that live for members only. So for any of you who are down to spend $5 a month to help support the business, we're just going to try to keep adding more and more stuff to make that an easy decision for you guys who are down to support. And for those of you who have more money to spend, we're introducing a mega premium $100 tier to our memberships that will get your name added to the end of all our videos, and it will also get you consistent advice and opinions on your music submissions with 1 free submission per month and
Hey man, I'm straight.
Quick buck less than 2 months ago. Now he wants those same fans to pump up his business. It goes without saying, but viewers weren't eager to show Adam any support, with comments reading, "A millionaire begging us for money is diabolical. Selling your wife and still going broke is crazy," and "Pay us $100, you get free advice for what you want to do in your career," from a guy who runs a company on the verge of bankruptcy. The decline of the No Jumper brand aside, some fans speculated that Adam was making this video to obscure the finances of his business from law enforcement. Why would he do that, you may ask? Well, back in March, Adam's new co-host, Brick Baby, and a number of other gang-affiliated individuals who made appearances on the podcast.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Were either arrested or under FBI
See a lot of people
investigation.
saying that 22 is the reason why Brick got caught up. Get out of here. 22, you know what I do. I put people in position, put them on the podcast, give them jobs, help them make legal money. A lot of the people are getting caught up for is shit, especially with Brick. It's like, I'm not seeing anything that says anything about stuff that he's done in the last 2 years since he's been with us, right? So, you know, end of the day, I do employ people from the streets, and I guess, you know, people from the streets sometimes get caught up in federal RICO indictments, whatever this shit is, and all I can say is that, yes, I may crack a joke here and there. Sorry, that's just my sick sense of humor, but end of the day, that's my boy. I'm standing with him. Loose, I got love for Loose too. We're gonna be documenting this whole thing, helping him along the way, whatever it is, so.
We're gonna make money off of these situations.
Anybody acting like this is because of No Jumper? No, No Jumper was the antidote to this bull.
Adam's proximity to gang activity naturally put him in the crosshairs of law enforcement, and it was only a matter of time before they reached out to him for questioning.
I'm in my house, I'm playing poker on my computer. A guy comes to my front door, and I didn't actually even know, but my girl was communicating with him through the box in the front of our house with the camera. She texts me, she says, a dude is here from the FBI, and basically he's trying to serve you with a subpoena. And so she told him, like a ride or die would, she told him, Adam's not here, and he's off at work or whatever. I forget what she told him. And so I immediately hop on the line with my lawyer. I say, what should I do? I don't want to, handle this situation wrong. Over and over and over, I've sat down with rappers or whoever who tell me about situations in which they divulge too much information to the police or whoever, and it ended up coming back to bite them.
Fortunately for Adam, his lawyer handled the situation and confirmed he wasn't under suspicion. However, there was something else that they wanted.
One thing that the feds wanted was the cease and desist from Big U to No Jumper, asking us to take down the episode in which Loose Cannon first made the explosive statements that suggested that Big U had previous knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death.
The fact that the No Jumper podcast had given so many of these gang members the opportunity to incriminate themselves naturally led people to assume Adam was actively facilitating it. Whether or not this was the case is hard to prove, but Adam made sure to deny any involvement.
You don't feel like you played no part in them getting booked at all?
No.
Like with what they set up here and you clipping it up. I mean, I get you live and people might be able to screen record, but some of these saying you sit back like.
But the thing is too, my nigga, though, like the nigga, it's his platform. These niggas that are in the bullshit, in the war, need to know, oh, I don't say this, I don't speak like this, I don't da. Nigga, that we are on the internet. We are on, still got a 5 million plus something channel. How you gonna say this got anything? Yeah, I clipped this shit up. But sure, I was clipping and doing my damn job. I wasn't even the one on here doing it. My people was the one doing it. You feel me? How the fuck? I'm not telling these niggas, hey, y'all go in here and say that. No, nigga. The fuck?
Even the feds probably like, I can't believe like these is this dumb. Well, then you clip it up to reiterate what they said.
My attitude is basically, if somebody comes on the podcast and they want to live their truth, they want to talk about
say what they want to say,
then it's none of my business.
What the fuck?
To dig through each podcast and figure out
cut it out and
what might
I don't. Yeah,
because let's be real, this is hip hop where a huge percentage of people's lyrics, songs, etc., are basically putting them in the mix and acknowledging that they've been involved with crimes.
Despite that disclaimer, Adam was more than willing to call these gang members to boost his viewership.
Brick and Smiley are both trying to hit me at the same time. Brick, baby!
Oh, man. Damn. Just hold on. Okay. You ain't gonna hit the nigga with, hey, bro, I'm at work right now, bro. Not even, and you said, oh, Brick and this nigga's. It's just been like, oh, hold on real quick. Let me step out. Y'all hold on. What's good, bro? What?
Hello.
Hey, yo.
Brick.
Yo. It's the Brick, not the Titanic.
Hey. Bro, Lush is sitting right here wearing a free Brick Baby hoodie that he had made at the swap meet earlier today.
Come on.
Hey, man. Lush, not the flesh. What's the deal?
Come on, my brother.
Hey. You talking about I was in here. You talking about I'm in here, man. I wasn't doing none of that. It's line over matter. I didn't even go through that. So.
Yeah, right.
Wait, you were chilling?
You got sick, gang.
I swear to God.
Really?
Look. I swear to God. Like, I probably shitted water one time, maybe.
Adam has a reputation of denying involvement or deflecting blame when it's convenient for him, and only accepts responsibility when there's something to be gained. He did this with the crypto scam, and now is doing it with the police investigation. However, when it comes to milking said
I'm telling you, that nigga was like, oh yeah, I'm making money off of this situation.
Investigation for views, Adam is more than happy to oblige, as many of the recent videos on the No Jumper channel either refer to it directly or mention it passively. Considering the current direction introduction of the No Jumper brand, it's obvious that Adam no longer understands or cares about what made the brand successful in the first place. Instead of focusing on the type of content that's brought the business to where it is now, Adam has become a master of marketing degeneracy and promoting gang activity. As long as it made him money, Adam wasn't the slightest bit concerned about who he had to use, whether it was his wife, fans, or the guests of his show. Adam happily welcomed the idea of throwing all of those close to him under the bus.
Yeah, for sure. Real shit. Well-deserved, the well-deserved end of Adam 22, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Like the video, sub up, comment up, binge watch the channel, and pull up to the Twitch tonight, 5 p.m. And let's do it. Let's do it.